The average American home just lost an entire bedroom's worth of space. As of January 2026, new construction data confirms a quiet crisis where builders are shrinking floor plans while prices stay high. We call it housing shrinkflation. You walk into a freshly built three-bedroom house in 2026, and something feels off. The hallway is narrower, and the pantry is gone. The third bedroom barely fits a desk or a bed. This isn't your imagination. Data from the Census Bureau and major suppliers like Builders First Source confirms that the median square footage of new builds has been on a steady downward slide, dropping from over 2,500 square feet a few years ago to under 2,400 today. Builders are squeezing more units onto expensive land to protect their margins, and the result is a market full of what experts are calling compact living solutions. But the price tag hasn't shrunk with the square footage, so we are paying record sums for less air to breathe. Simultaneously, our homes are doing more jobs than ever before. The hybrid work model solidified rather than vanished, which means your living room is also an office, a gym, and a content studio. We are trying to cram 2019 lifestyles into 2026 footprints, and the friction is causing a massive spike in what psychologists call spatial stress. It's that low-level anxiety you feel when 3 empty Amazon boxes are sitting by the door and you have literally nowhere to put them. This week, we are breaking down why your walls feel like they're closing in and the specific 2026 design shifts that are fixing it. Your brain is tired from work and from looking at your own house. In 2026, we are seeing a massive pivot in psychology regarding visual noise. Every object on a shelf, every cord on the floor, and every pattern on a throw pillow competes for your neural attention. Princeton University researchers found that physical clutter literally overloads your visual cortex, creating a background hum of stress that spikes cortisol levels. This explains why you can't relax even when you're sitting on the couch. The trend response this year is quiet luxury. But strip away the marketing buzzwords, and it's really just a survival mechanism. It's about reducing the cognitive load of your environment. We aren't talking about empty white boxes anymore, since that was 2020. The 2026 version is about warm minimalism, using textured stone, matte finishes, and hiding everything that screams for attention. If you can see the label on your spice jar, it's adding to the noise. The goal now is to create spaces that don't demand you process information the second you walk in the door. Formal dining rooms are officially extinct. In 2026, dedicating 200 square feet to a table you use twice a year is a luxury nobody can afford. The new standard is the flex room. According to the 2026 trend report from interior giants like Rotpunkt, the walls are coming down, literally and metaphorically. We are seeing kitchens that bleed into living areas with zero transition, utilizing invisible utilities where appliances are hidden behind cabinet fronts that look like living room furniture. This isn't just about knocking down drywall, but about furniture that lies to you. Tables now have hidden charging ports and lift tops for laptops. That terrifyingly expensive boucle sofa isn't just for sitting, since it's modular, meaning you can pull it apart to clear floor space for yoga or VR gaming. The most valuable asset in a 2026 home isn't granite countertops, but adaptability. If a room can only do one thing, it's wasted space. We are tracking these housing shifts in real time as the data changes fast. If you want to stay ahead of the market and understand what's actually happening with your property value in 2026, make sure you're subscribed. We dig through the census reports and industry filings so you don't have to. Hit that button, and let's get back to the design hacks. sharp corners are out. Look at the 2026 catalogs from any major retailer, and you will notice everything has gone soft. We are in the era of squishy design. Curved sofas, round coffee tables, and arched mirrors are everywhere. This isn't just an aesthetic choice, but a spatial hack. Curved furniture allows for better flow in tight rooms. You can walk around a round table in a small dining nook without bruising your hip, whereas a square one would block the path. Psychologically, these organic shapes reduce the harshness of a small, boxy apartment. They trick the eye into seeing flow where there are only dead ends. Designers are using this to fight the claustrophobia of the 2,300 square foot new build. When the furniture mimics natural lines, the room feels less like a cage and more like a cocoon. It's a subtle manipulation of space that actually works. Here is a trick designers are charging thousands for in 2026. Look up. With floor space shrinking, the fifth wall, or your ceiling, is the new frontier. Better Homes and Gardens identified this as a breakout trend for the year. People are painting ceilings in high-gloss finishes or adding textured wallpaper to draw the eye upward. In a small room, your natural instinct is to look at the cluttered floor. By putting a bold color or a skylight illusion on the ceiling, you force the vertical perspective. It makes 8-foot ceilings feel like 10. We are also seeing color drenching take over, which involves painting the baseboards, walls, and ceiling the exact same shade. It blurs the boundaries of the room so you can't tell where the wall ends and the ceiling begins. It's an optical illusion that makes a broom closet feel like a lounge. Technology used to clutter our homes, but now it's disappearing. The invisible tech movement is huge this year. We have televisions that turn transparent or look like matte art when off, and speakers built directly into drywall. But the wildest development is the AI-powered indoor garden. Decarilla's 2026 forecast highlighted these smart vertical gardens as a top trend. They are sleek, wall-mounted panels that grow herbs and greenery using AI to manage light and water. This matters for small homes because biophilic design, or bringing nature indoors, is proven to lower heart rates and expand your sense of space. A small room with a living wall feels like an atrium, while a small room with a dead fern just feels sad. Technology is finally letting us have the greenery without losing the floor space to massive pots. Let's talk about the lie we tell ourselves about renting a storage unit. The self-storage industry is banking on your denial. New data from Sparefoot shows a terrifying statistic where you could pay for a storage unit for 17 years before the cost equals the price of adding that same square footage to your actual house. We are paying monthly rent for boxes we haven't opened since 2023. In 2026, the smart money is on ruthless editing. The trend is moving away from organizing, which is just stacking clutter in pretty bins, to curating. If it doesn't serve a purpose in your weekly life, it's costing you money and mental bandwidth. The most luxurious thing you can own in 2026 is empty space. While the minimalists are painting everything beige, there is a loud counter-movement called dopamine decor. This is the rebellion against the gray box. If you live in a tiny apartment, there is no reason to pretend it's a monastery. This trend embraces the chaos, but directs it. It's about using one massive, weird piece of art or a neon yellow rug to anchor the room. Instead of 50 small knickknacks that make a room feel messy, you have 3 big, loud statement pieces. It distracts the eye from the small dimensions. You aren't noticing that the sofa touches the wall because you're noticing the velvet texture and the bold color. It's confidence over square footage. A small room that tries to be grand fails, while a small room that owns its weirdness wins. What we are witnessing is a fundamental shift in the American dream. The era of the McMansion is fading and replaced by an era of spatial intelligence. We are realizing that square footage is a vanity metric. A 3,000 square foot house with a bad layout feels smaller than a well-designed 1,500 square foot one. The economic reality of 2026, where wage growth is finally outpacing home prices but affordability remains tight, means we have to get smarter. The winners in this new housing market won't be the people with the biggest lawns. They will be the ones who understand how to manipulate light, color, and multifunctional furniture to make their lives fit into the space they have. We are moving toward homes that are machines for living rather than warehouses for our stuff. This constriction is forcing innovation and forcing us to decide what actually matters. Do you need a guest room for people who visit once a year? Or do you need a home office for the job you do every day? We are prioritizing our actual lives over the imaginary ones we used to build rooms for. Your home doesn't need to be bigger to feel better. It just needs to be smarter. Stop fighting the walls and start hacking them. If you found these design strategies useful, hit subscribe for more deep dives into how the world is changing in 2026. Thanks for watching.